Hello everyone, new garage review, new world of tanks. Huzzah. This time it's going to be the Matilda Black Prince, which was an experimental design by the British, basically fitting what is in essence a Cromwell turret on top of a Matilda chassis, and fitting a 6-pounder gun net and calling it the Matilda Black Prince. And let me just have a look here, just to see if that is really just a Cromwell turret. Where are you, Cromwell? Cromwell Mark 4. Has the same armor as a Cromwell turret. Worse traverse speed. Slightly worse view range. Alright, let's have a look at the Cromwell Mark 1. The Cromwell Mark 1 turret is still better. Well, there you go. What do you know? And that was... What you just saw there was the game that I tried to play just after because this is like one after another, recording these reviews. This was in the Mark IV Matilda. Trying to get a good game, however, it was not to be. XVM told me I had a 24% chance to win, so yes. Good job, matchmaker. But anyway, on with the Black Prince. So, 610 hit points, same as the Mark IV Matilda. 30.34, which is weight, which is a lot. It's the same as it's the same as my Sherman 3 with my loadout, current loadout. Almost, at least. Sherman 3 is slightly more weighty. It's also a lot. Yes, it's about 3 tons heavier than the Matilda 4. What about the regular Matilda? Yep, still heavier. It's all because of that new turret. So it's a very weighty machine. It only has 190 horsepower engine with a 22 top speed. It's the same engine as the Matilda, more than likely. Matilda uses 2 Leyland engines. Black Prince uses 2 Leyland engines as well. Are they the same? E165. E164. Alright then, so they are pretty much exactly the same engine. So yes, that combined with the weight, plus therefore a low power to weight ratio, means very low top speed of 22. However, 35 traverse speed, which is not bad. 36 for the regular Matilda, and Matilda Mark IV I'm pretty sure is 35, yeah. So, same hull armor as the Matilda, with 75 at the front, 70 at the side, and 55 at the rear. And then the turret armor is 1mm more at the front than the regular Matilda turret, however worse at the sides and rear, with 63 and 57 at the rear. The regular Matilda turret is 75 all around. So it has better all-round protection, rather, not penetration, protection. Standard shell damage, it's a 6-pounder. Gun, quick-fire 6-pounder, Mark 5A, of 57mm of caliber. With a high rate of fire, as are the 6-pounders and 2-pounders of the British. With 26.09 rate of fire rounds per minute. 110 average penetration, 75 damage, which is basically the opposite of the Mark IV gun, which is a Russian 76. And the Russian 76 has got worse penetration, but better damage, as you can see. 186 and 110 rather than 110 and 75. It's got the same dispersion. The 6-pounder has got a worse aiming time. It's very bad aiming time, 2.3 seconds. And then nobody cares about the weight. So yes, 16.5, that's the Mark IV. Why am I looking at you, Mark IV? Go away, I've already done a review. So yes, very high rate of fire. 1.98 actual gun reload time using a gun rammer and 100% crew. The only thing faster than that is the Matilda with Little John adapter on its 2-pounder, which reloads for me in 1.81 seconds, which is blisteringly fast. It's got a 28.57 rate of fire. It's very, very, very quick. As a point, 190 engine power is the same as... I think the medium 3 might get a better engine than that. Yeah, there's 220. There's 180. So that's tier 3. I think... let's have a look. Panzer 2. Panzer 2 gets a 160 horsepower engine, which is only 30 less. So, yeah, comparing a tier 5 tank's engine power to a tier 2 tank's engine power means that the engine is not very good. But shh, don't want to hurt the Black Prince's feelings. Moving on swiftly to turret reverse, which is 34 degrees per second. Which is slower than average for my tanks that I have, my tier 5 tanks. Because this is 46 for the Crusader, 37 for the Sherman 3, which is 3 degrees extra. Churchill is the same. Yeah. Let's look at Arty. 10's reverse speed. Hooray. 48 for the Valentine 2, that's tier 4. And then 49. So, yes, it's slower than average reverse speed. 350 view range, which is the same. It's average. It's the same as the Churchill 1, same as the T-34, same as the Mark 4, same as the Churchill 3, same as the Matilda. Oh no, Matilda has 10 less. And then 570 single range, but who cares about single range? Now, extra stuff that you can put on your tanks. Such as a gun rammer, which is what every tank should have one, except maybe tanks which have 2-pounders or 6-pounders. Because I am now in a predicament, as I am with both this, the regular Matilda, and the Churchill 3, which is that the reload time is faster than the aiming time. Yes, I know. The reload time is 1.98, the aiming time is 2.3. So every shot I fire, it's getting less and less accurate, which is not a good quality for a tank gun. It means that you can get lots of fire done, lots of damage done, only if you can hit them, which is going to be less and less every shot you fire. So, yes, you may want to hold off on that medium caliber tank gun rammer. Enhanced gun lane drive, definitely, even without the gun ram, because 2.3 aiming time is not the best. Improvements to get that reload time down and also get that top speed up might be useful, or at least get to that top speed quicker. At least, because as your driver increases in experience, he will get to the top speed faster. I think probably move the tank quicker, be better at moving the tank. Camo net, you don't really want to sit still because you're only 22 kilometers per hour top speed on flat ground, on roads. Wet ammo rack, if your ammo rack keeps getting knocked out, you might want. Enhanced suspension, if your tracks keep getting blown off, but I don't really see any point in that, because if they get blown off, just use a small repair kit. Small spall liner, medium caliber, medium spall liner, sorry, you might want, because you do have decent armor, so that extra protection from ramming and explosions might be useful. I have equipped today super heavy spall liner on my TOG. It's very useful. It means that Arty will have to land pretty much a direct shot on you in order to actually do much damage. So yes, you might want that because of your thick armor on a medium tank. Binocular telescope, no, don't bother sitting still. Same thing with the camo net, just use that. Don't use it, rather. Coated optics you might want, because that it doesn't matter whether you're moving, sitting still, whatever, it will just increase it full stop. So that you might want that. Gun lane drive I've already talked about. Toolbox, I just like it for that extra repair speed. And then, of course, as with all the other Matilda variants, the commander is also the radio operator. So yes, so I'm going with Sixth Sense because Sixth Sense is useful on any tank. Eagle Eye might not be a bad idea to see those damage modules, see which tank is easier to kill because of damage modules. Recon to increase your view range. You might want Jack of all trades as well, in case your crew gets knocked down, because you do only have a crew of 4. Extend the view range for you, is the only thing which I really count as useful on radio operators. Signal boosting, you might want, if you really care about your signal range. Relay as well, if you're sticking close to your teammates, not going lone wolf. And then of course all the common skills and perks. Let's have a look at the gunner. Gunners, I always go with Deadeye first. Unless, of course, you've got the cases where, like in the Panzer II, your commander is also the gunner. Or in those cases, such as the T-70, T-60, or Panzer I is 3 that I can think of, where you only have 2 crew, where the commander is also the commander, gunner, radio operator, and loader. In which case you really need to choose which skills are more important to you. But if you do have one like this where each crew member focuses on just 1 or 2 tasks, then I always choose Deadeye. And then you've got your common stuff, armourer, in case you don't want to use your repair kit on your gun, but you will probably want to just repair your gun, so armourer might not be that useful on this tank. Because if your gun gets knocked out, your accuracy will decrease even further, which is not a good thing. Not with your aiming time, at least. Designated target, you might want snapshot as well if you're just traversing and blindly firing at whatever you can find. Driver, I'm going with off-road driving for that extra speed over medium and soft terrain. Clutch braking as well might be useful for your traverse speed. Smooth ride, in case you want to fire on the move, but don't bother, you will more than likely not hit unless you're at point blank range. Controlled impact, you're not really going to ram anything in this with 22 kilometers per hour. And people don't normally ram unless they're trolling or just as a last ditch effort. Preventative maintenance, if you keep getting set on fire, you might want. Or your common perks. Loader. I always like going with Adrenaline Rush for that extra reload speed on if you've got less than 10% of your hit points. Safe Stowage if you want to switch between ammos, because you do get a choice of 3, Armor Piercing, APCR, and High Explosive. So if you want to use APCR a lot, or find some thinly armoured tank and you just want to quickly switch to HE, then you might want Intuition, Safe Stowage. If your ammo rack keeps getting knocked out, then of course these things are all useful. And that is pretty much it, without any gameplay, which will have to be in a separate video, because otherwise, if I don't get a good game, then I have to record this all over again, which is what happened on the Panzer II review twice, and I don't really want to go through that again with another tank. Which is why, now you know as to why there's always 2 parts to a garage review, unlike other people who will merge them using fancy techniques of editing software. So yes, gameplay will be in a different video when I can get a good game. So is it worth 1750 gold? If it was 1500 like the regular, like the Matilda Black Mark IV, then yes, it would be a good value for money. It's still good value for money with 1750 gold. However, you might want to wait for a sale, which is like I did. I got this and the Matilda Mark IV when they were half price, so I got them basically 2 tanks for the price of 1 if it was not on sale. So that's how I came into ownership of this Black Prince with its nice German flags everywhere. So yes, it's a good tank. You obviously have good HP, and then your top speed is very slow. So do try and keep in cover, and try not to cross rough open ground unless you're behind your lines, or you know that there is no enemies watching, which will be ready to take some shots at you. And it has a very rapid firing 6-pounder, which does lose accuracy for me. But yes, so I think it's a good tank. It's got some good points, got some bad tanks. What? Bad points. Which is what every tank does. But it's a good premium. You can probably make decent XP and credits in this to make that grind a little bit easier. It's a good addition to your British medium tanks if you are thinking of buying this. So, I'll thank you all for watching, and goodbye.